Hey, hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? Hey, hey, sweet baby, don't you think maybe we can find us a brand new recipe? I got a hot rod for them $2 bill. I know a spot right over the hill. There's soda pop and dancing free. If you want to have fun, come along with me. Hey, hey! Hi, I'm Doc Marshall for Lessons.io. Today let's look at a nice Hank Williams song. That's Hank Sr., by the way. The good stuff, okay, from way back when. This is one of his most famous songs called Hey Good Lookin'. And the chords you're going to need for this are C, a D, a G, and an F. Just those 4 chords and you can do the whole song with no problem. Now I should tell you at this point that every chord sequence that we show you here are my renditions of the song. There's plenty of other ways to play these songs in different kind of chord progressions, so don't get upset if it's different from what you've seen before. The chords that we're going to show you here are meant to back up a singer. Okay, so just hear the one chord and you sing quite a few words to it. Hey, hey, good looking, what you got cooking? See, all that's on one chord, right? How's about cooking something up with me? So it's mainly on the key, it's in the key of C, but it's on the C chord. All the other chords just lead you right back to the C chord again. So it becomes even more simple than the 4 chords would lead you to believe. So let's look at how we're playing the chords. We could play them anywhere in the neck that we want, but here all these chords have that muted jazz kind of feel to them. And if you listen to the real recordings from back then when Hank did his thing, you'll see that he had more of that flavor. He didn't have the open, scratchy quality. He didn't have that kind of stuff. He had this kind of stuff. And that's the way they played back in those days. So for a more authentic sound, we want to play it up here. Okay? And of course the singing is what's important. So that's what you want to hear. You don't want to hear fancy guitar work in the back because it's not that kind of a song. Now let's look at the right hand. What are we doing here? We're playing just like that. It's the press and release. See, I'm pressing my fingers against the strings as I'm strumming over here. And if you want to, you can put bass notes in it too. See, I'm hitting a bass note here and one here. And that gives a nice sound as well. Or you can do it just on the G note. The G note, G in the bass works with the C chord, so that's fine. Okay. And of course you can do the same with the D and the G and the F. So you can add a little flavor to it by putting those bass notes in. Now of course we want to, this is a singing song, as I said, not just a real guitar playing song. So we don't want to have too many high notes in there. We want to keep it more muted. Notice when I'm playing and I'm hitting the lower strings here, and I'm staying away from the top strings, so it doesn't interfere with the singing. Hey, hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? And so on, okay? So we're going to play this kind of a play with a right hand. Very rhythmic, nothing fancy. Okay, now let's look at the chord sequence in the chorus, which is what you start out with. So, hey, hey, good looking, as a C chord, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? So remember, the G and the D and the G led us back to the C. So that's all these chords are for. So you can think of it as singing on the C chord. Hey, hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? Right? You can almost do it with one chord. So these chords here just support the C chord. Do that twice. You C, and then D, G, and back to C. Now you're going to go into the next part, which is like a chorus, except we just sang the chorus. But Hank had his way of doing it, and he did a good job, so we'll follow suit. Then from your C chord, I got a hot rod Ford. That's this F chord. So you went from the C to the F, and a $2 bill. I know a spot right over the hill. There's soda pop and the dancing's free. If you want to have fun, come along with me. Hey, hey, and then we go back into your Hey Good Lookin'. So, what we did there, we ended on our C, a brand new recipe. Now I want to go to the next section, so I got a hot rod, so it's F to C, F to C, F to C, and now we do those other two chords. And that leads us right back into our C chord. So the sequence of chords in the probably he would call this a chorus, I guess, is F, C, F, C, F, C, and then turn it around to your D, G, and then back into your C. So that's there's two of those in there. The other one is I'm going to throw my date, we'll go with the fence, by the time, but it's the same chords. F to C 3 times, and then D, G, and C. So that D and the G back to your C occurs at the end of every grouping of lyrics. Okay, so it's very, very simple, and you don't even need any turnaround chords in here because the D and the G comprises your turnaround chord. Notice that you're playing over here, and then you're gonna da 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 da. That's your turnaround. So the whole song once again, starting out with the Hey Good Lookin', and you just get it going like this. Everybody in the room's gonna be dancing around already. Hey, hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? See that C, D, G, and C. Hey, hey, sweet baby, don't you think maybe we can find us a brand new recipe? Now go to our next section. I got a hot rod Ford and $2 bill. I know a spot right over the hill. There's soda pop and dancing's free. If you want to have fun, come along with me. Hey, hey, and go back into the chorus. And that's the whole song. Hank wrote them good, he wrote them quick, and he wrote them easy. Thank you, Hank. And that's all you need for Hey Good Lookin' by Hank Williams Sr. And he played about that tempo, too. If you have any questions, give us a comment below and we'll be glad to answer them. Or if you have some suggestions, we'd be glad to hear them. And if you want to hear any more Hank, let me know and we'll look up some more for you. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm Doc Marshall. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.